family. Have you found that the quarantine is allowing you to connect with your loved ones better or worse?
Worse. I actually had
Oh,
like as with my job, I
mhm.
had one of my patients, she's on hospice, and during hospice it's a little bit harder for them and their family. And now they can't have any visitors, and that my patient's daughter would come see her every day, and now she can't.
Oh, dang.
So I when I go see her, we'll FaceTime. And she's kind of confused, so she gets really upset and she kind
Yeah,
of cries and stuff that her daughter can't come see her anymore. So you
yeah.
have to repeat to her about what's going on. But
Mhm.
um, for me personally, I live at home with my mom
Okay.
and my sister, so I see them all the time. And my sister's
Okay.
in nursing school with me too, so we're in the same program.
Oh, are you on the same class, or is she ahead of you?
I think she's like a couple classes ahead of me. She did some classes before and then
Okay.
just transferred over.
Okay. So you get to see your family on a regular basis, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. So it's not different. Yeah, for me, it's a
Yeah.
little different because I'm in Virginia. I took a job here, and my family's back in Georgia, so
Mhm.
I'm kind of stranded, but not really because we have like family group message, video calls, and my brother will Snapchat me all the time, so we
Mhm.
do kind of keep in touch with each other. It is a
Yeah.
little difficult, but I guess by being at home, you're always at home with your people, right?
Yeah. I'm really grateful that I'm where I'm at right now with like my work and my family situation. So,
Yeah. No, definitely because like I've been telling everybody who I call, not everybody, but a few people. I saw a TikTok video once again, a TikTok video where somebody was explaining that by the time you graduate high school and go to college, you've already spent 93% of the time that you just spent with your parents. It's already been spent.
mhm.
So like that was mind blowing to me. So like when I get
Yeah.
the chance to go back home, and I'm with my parents, I'll just sit at home and just like try and take in the moment because
Yeah.
sometimes we're a victim to our smartphones. We stay on these phones for so long, and I know for me,
Exactly.
and I'm
Yeah.
I'm always on the go and
Mhm.
whatnot. So like I've definitely learned to like just kind of slow down,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna try and make it a lifestyle even after the quarantine is over.
Mhm.
Yeah. But to spend time with your parents is really good because like when you're getting busy, you're trying to do modeling, you're trying to go to school, you're trying to work at the same time. We're just so busy, so sometimes I
Yeah.
feel like the beauty in this quarantine is that it forces you to stop and just relax.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's been a blessing.
Is your mom happy to spend time with you as well?
Oh, for sure. Yes. Um, even like in the mornings, like she'll wake up and, make breakfast. And it's just the little things. I feel like I
Yeah.
never took it for granted, but it wasn't um, something. I feel like I was just going through the motions, I guess,
Right.
sometimes. And now I'm actually, just taking it all in and just cherishing this time. So,
Right. That's awesome. And like you're gonna grow up one day and like really think back to those times with your parents. And for me, like it's really hard for me to spend time with my parents. So like I think about the time that me and my mom went to vacation, went to Kansas City for a football game, and we won that game. Like I'll never forget that moment ever in my life. So like the time that we have with our parents is definitely good to cherish it. And like you can't do that moment all over again. So I think that is really neat, And like you said, it's literally the small things. Like with the corona thing, I'm seeing people losing loved ones, people losing
yeah.
coworkers. So just the fact that I have both my parents alive and healthy, and I can call and text them, and I gotta do it through FaceTime, but I'm just grateful for them, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how my dad and my stepmom, they live in Texas. And so when I FaceTimed them the other day, I was like, hey, like, are y'all on lockdown yet? And they're like, not yet. But, they were just out getting bikes so they could ride around the neighborhood
Mhm.
during this time. And I was like, it's just the little things.
Yeah.
So,
No, it really is because like at the end of the day, like when people are like on their deathbed, nobody's worried about how much money you made or how many followers
mm-mm,
you had in any social network. It's about the little things and the people that you love. And I remind myself that every day because it's easy to get like consumed. Like even with me, like I have to constantly like recalibrate myself. Like it's a struggle for me.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I'm trying to work here, and then like I'm trying to push my book, and then there's just so much going on. But I'm grateful. I'm not happy that this thing is happening because people are dying. So I don't want it to come off, like insensitive when people watch this. But the fact that for me, I get to slow down and just kind of breathe. I'm thankful for
Yeah.
that.